How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. T-Virus here again. We got this Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer on deck. So, be my first. Uh, no, it'll be my second point and click game. I still gotta finish Chicken Police. Uh, Kathy Rain 2, point and click game by Flip Games. Came out the 20th of May. It's a sequel to a very, very cult classic that came out in 2015. I'm pretty sure it's 2015, 2014, or 2015. I think it's 2015. I didn't play the first one. I did watch. I've watched it multiple times. My personal favorite YouTuber, John Wolf, played it. Go check out his channel, by the way. Very great channel. Good guy all around too. He played it, and I watched it many times. I also used it as background noise when like me and the wife used to go to sleep sometimes. We use that for she'll request, hey, put on Kathy Rain now, because we got TV in our room. Turn the TV on, get John's playlist, boom, play through it, set it on play all, and we usually pass out halfway through. But yeah, just a brief overview for those who are not familiar with the first game. So Kathy was a college student who discovered her grandfather had passed. So she goes to the funeral, links back with her grandmother. She was estranged because of her mother was schizophrenic and thought, like just filled her head with all this nonsense, kept her away from her dad's side of the family. Dad just dipped. We don't know where he's at. Maybe we'll find out here. I don't know. Some crazy stuff happened with her grandfather. Her roommate, Eileen, she's in the game. And she's in this one too. So, it's kind of like she ends up becoming a detective. Eileen becomes the lady, the woman in the chair. They figured out it kind of takes a bit of a turn, like into the occult and alien stuff. But it was pretty good. It was called A Detective is Born, so there was some actually pretty cool characters, like this one guy, he like this fake actor. He was hilarious. Completely out of touch with reality, but hilarious. But alright, enough of me fucking yapping. Anything? There we go. Let's turn that down. Yeah. Actually, here you go. Let's do this real quick.
In 1995, my grandfather died in Conwell Springs, my hometown. I returned for the funeral after being away since childhood. In 1995, I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade. I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding.
Okay. Yeah, that's a girl,
To solve
Eileen.
this mystery, I teamed up with Eileen Summers, my college roommate. A
She's
Christian
tripping.
nerd and a biker badass. It was a match made in heaven.
Yeah, there's a scene where she finds out her middle name, which is like Mildred, and so she's gonna save it. And then she calls her Mildred, and she hits her with her middle name. She said, "What the?" She didn't realize that she knew about it. It's pretty for like
A
the
local
relationship, the
church
banner
turned
is
out to
pretty good.
harbor a secret cult, worshipping the malevolence in the
cult.
woods, referring to it as the Old God. An endangered hallucinogenic flower, the red scythe, was somehow connected to the Old God's power. As we came closer to the truth, a servant of the Old God made himself known in dreams and visions, the Crimson One, a scheming trickster. Things came to a head when the priest of the corrupt church Isaac Price abducted Eileen, intending to offer her to the old god. I managed to track them down and have Isaac thrown in jail, but Eileen was in a catatonic state and was about to suffer the same fate as my grandfather.
Look, 100% all day. That's all day.
I continued alone and found my way into a great field of red scythes in the depths of the forest. Greeted by the Crimson One, I descended into the old god's bizarre realm, a place straddling the line between the physical and the otherworldly. The powers of that place tried to break me. My past trauma was manifested and turned against me, including my shadow, an evil doppelganger. I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world. As I left Conwell Woods, I set the flowers ablaze to eradicate the evil at its root. In my absence, Isaac Price took the coward's way out in his jail cell. When I returned, Eileen had awoken. She was safe. It was time for us both to go back home.
This game is intended for mature audiences, contain graphic depictions of horror, explicit violence, suicide, and other disturbing imagery. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright. So this takes place in 98. So the first one took place in 95, I'm pretty sure. And it is fully voiced. Oh, okay, so shit.
For fuck's sake.
Ooh, let's go see the kitty. Is it the same voice actor?
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. You're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Damn.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
Yeah, I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
The Soothsayer.
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
He paid me in the last case. Why do you think I retired?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
Okay.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
I don't think it's the same voice actress.
Don't know what to tell you, kid.
I mean, it might be. I don't think
Things are
so.
looking kind of dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month.
Bro, you might
or two.
get punched. She ain't getting rid of the bike.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile?
Wow, really?
I'd rather chop off my left tit.
She named the cat Mildred. She can't name the cat Mildred. As I mentioned earlier, that's fucking Eileen's middle name. She named the cat Mildred.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, the difference between running your own thing and just...
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way. But my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Okay.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
First off, we're gonna go to Mildred.
Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't agree more.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's our. Got a notebook, stun gun.
My lighter. Used to belong to my dad,
Yep.
but now it's mine. Plenty of fuel inside.
Lockpick, Zippo, yeah, stun gun. She actually used that on some dude.
Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk. Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers.
Oh, she must have lost weight. Or it might just be a graphical thing, because in the first one, she was thick as freak. Fucking thick as fuck. She was thick as hell. Might be that tequila diet she's on, right? Yeah, the writing and the
Alright.
humor is
I found a
pretty
few
good.
interesting articles about the most recent murder.
Alright, let's read it. Deborah. Okay. Cassidy Tribune. Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Oh, damn. Each 49 to 1 only Deborah Sinclair. City dog working remains. Strike. Let's read all the other stuff around it first, right? So this is May the 13th, 1998. Dock strike continues. The city docks remain silent as workers strike enters week 3. Talks between union leaders and management have stalled, causing significant disruptions to trade on the Mississippi. Oh, there's disruptions to trade on the Mississippi. The old Mississippi Marnies. Rivera's mural finish. Renowned muralist Julio Rivera's latest masterpiece finally adorns the city center. A vigilant of resilience, inspiration, and hope. Final Cassidy mine closed. On May 11th, the only remaining active mine in the greater Cassidy area ceased its operations, marking the end of an era. Era. Um, one cannot help but wonder. One cannot help but wonder if the city of Gleam will be able to find a new identity and fill the void that its most lucrative industry has left behind. Science fair winner. Bright young minds converged at the annual science fair last weekend. Maria Chen, 15. Of course she's Chinese. Secured top prize with her innovative water purification device, marking a prominent step to a clean. Damn. When I was 15, like for the science fair, mine was something with how water reacts with like different chemicals, how it dilutes, and then how it reacts to something. It was it wasn't. I made a device to help out to solve the Flint, Michigan water problem. What the fuck? At 15, bitch need to be out here making suits of armor to protect American interests. Fucking Maria Chin Stark. Anyways, all right. So Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Cassidy serial killer hits high-profile victim. Well, I don't know if you guys. Nah, you guys can probably hear it. It's not too loud, but it's raining outside. Come pouring down. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another Soothsayer victim. Also, that man leaves a mirror? Damn. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. We are told by sources and the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise: acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. So is that like his part of his MO? Like middle-aged women? Damn. This makes 5 victims in 3 months. That's crazy. Lack of results on the case started to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11th. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. The chief of police had no comment. What's he gonna fucking say? Deborah Sinclair. She kind of bad. Oh, she got the silver box thing going too. Oh yeah, she bad. I got the dress, the beads, and obviously she's drinking a nice mug of tea. Wood. Okay. Sinclair with her signature. Look at that Yapon tea. What is the Yapon tea? Let's look that up. Yapon tea. What is Yapon tea? Oh, this is no native. Oh, this is the only tea that's native to America. Oh. Oh, native is in like Native American, not like tea that actually grows in America. What is it good for though? Caffeine. Ooh, theobrine, rich in alcoholics. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Cool. I'm all about teas, man. All right. Damn, she is bad. She's bad. That's a shame. See, if I would have been with her, I'd be like, nope. I need this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. So there we go. Sorry about that. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim of the Soothsayer, such a weird word to say, Soothsayer, of the Soothsayer, was none other than acclaimed author Deborah Sinclair, one of the most recognized faces of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair realized that the previous victim, Jane Doe, was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. Huh. No, oh, no. Okay, we'll figure that out. But a simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writers' retreat near the border of the national park. The National Park Service was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to a city morgue, waiting clearance for pathological examination. Okay, so that's two of the places that we're probably going to go to: the cabin, and then go see the body. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment: "We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah." Oh yeah, we gotta do right. Looks like Prime. What's her name? Old girl from Cheers. Looks like the Prime version of her. Waste. Deborah Sinclair was a longtime trainer of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published. Damn, that's a lot. I mean, she was like middle aged, so she might have been like at most 50. Yeah, man, she was cranking them motherfuckers out, wasn't she? On this sad day, we mourn the loss of a cultural icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. Oh, okay, so this is Deborah. Crazy. And Cassidy is fucking devolving into a fucking.
Alright, I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Deborah Sinclair. Okay.
My biggest fan, as depressing as that is. Empty. All this gumshoe has left upon is her dignity. Thankfully, I don't need to make any calls right now. Every time I pick that thing up, I pray there's still a dial tone. The yellow pages. And
what? Oh. That's weird.
Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down.
Why not? Ooh, let's get this camera.
I should grab this in case I need to snap.
There you go.
When there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that. Various reference books and...
Okay.
The city we're in, unfortunately. An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big breakthrough case last year.
Oh, shit.
I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone. My private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then. It's a plastic laminator, a machine used to encase paper and other thin objects in transparent plastic. I mainly use it for fake IDs. My radio, with a built-in cassette player. I prefer the quiet right now.
Alright, anything? Let's go to living area. Bike tools.
Useful things for when the Catmobile needs a tune-up.
The Catmobile, I swear to God.
Every biker worth her salt has got a box like this somewhere.
Clean your room up.
Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there, Kathy. Standard electric oven. Barely used. Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way too hungover for coffee. Keeps me in perfect timing.
Wait, what? Oh, refrigerator.
A postcard left
Think
by
about
Jimmy
these games
Cochran,
you gotta.
that strange old geezer I met at a mental institution a few years ago.
Oh, cocky. Yeah, you actually talked to him. Sorry about that. You actually talked to him. He's an important character in the first cat theory. He was one of her grandfather's best friends. Like they were pilots in World War II. Um, yep, Jimmy Cochran.
He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason, he seems to think I had something to do with it.
Well, I mean,
I better not open. It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. Nah, no fun. My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door, or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. How's it hanging, Lampy? Still same old Cassidy. City of Gleam. Still... I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that, yes, cats can get drunk. Oh, cryptic chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town. Manhunt. I prefer their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad. I shouldn't need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it. Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set. Yeah, I figured the room needed some extra groove. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
oh, okay, cool. So like once you're good, or once you're done everything, you should automatically go to bed. Cool. All right, so we need to dip. Rain investigations. So this game. It wasn't the first game to have like a world map. This game had fast travel. I think the first point and click to have fast travel was like a world map was it was this weird game. John played it as well. I can't remember what it was. You played like as this weird you played as this clown. I think it was Dropsy. I think it was what it was called. It was kind of weird. It had a party system. And you had like different party members. One of them was a mouse. You use the mouse to go into small areas to get. It was weird, kind of cool. Yeah, this was Dropsy. Pretty sure it was called. He was this weird clown. He turned out he was an actual clown, like an alien clown. He was like royalty. It was kind of crazy.
So apparently if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
Damn, that's great.
Nah, I got one at... Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start. Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
Just windswept hair ass, fucking no wily ass.
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah, quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes, I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Yep.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
He's a soothsayer. He's being too defensive. Can I make wild accusations and get the police involved?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
Bitches is broke.
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Okay. Okay, Judge Reinhold.
Thanks. I'll come...
Very well.
You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address. Let's hope things don't come to that. A bunch of magazines. Most...
Can I talk to this dude?
If I need a book, I should use the computer. Some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either that or Beethoven. That guy gets around.
Oh wow, those little...
Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began, so maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding...
Oh yeah. Cool.
Alright, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm. It's one of those advanced microfilm viewers. I'll need to insert a microfilm to use that. No. I can't waste time by checking every date.
Just out of May 8th. Let's see. Publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. When was Storm Chaser? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we gotta go here. Look up. (4/25/1987).
Microfilms containing images. We're still in... Yeah, this date should be good.
Yep.
I'll search through a week or so of microfilm, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can...
So this gonna be like big chunk.
Yes, there we
It'll
go.
be like hours or anything.
I'll
It'll be
have
like
these
3
printed.
4 hours maybe. I'm looking to do this maybe like in 5 or 6 parts.
All right, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages. That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder.
Cool. Damn, burns her alive. Look. Oh, that's right. That's right. It isn't like a bunch of it isn't like a bunch of over a bunch of years. It's only a few months. That's right. I'm thinking it's like all the way back to like the 20s or some shit. Let's see. What is a dirt race extravaganza? Cassidy Dust Rally. Soon it takes place. Local businesses are gearing up for influx of visitors. Safety measures being St. Andrews. It's a concert. Ooh. Alright. Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. The infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat on his killing spree. Really? That's a little bit tasteless. His latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s, was determined to have been brutally... Okay, so there's no... he doesn't have a certain targeted demographic other than women so far. Brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. The death occurred on April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane Doe's identity had been difficult to ascertain. Despite indication of dental work on the corpse, there were no matching dental records anywhere in the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not a local. The lack of a struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives little clarity on it. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the Soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses would assume that the fire came from the nearby fire pit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty smart. So there's a fire pit around there, so people see the smoke, they see the fire. Oh, someone's at the fire pit. Mayor Adams offered this comment: as unpleasant as it is, I must ask you to be patient. Let Ed, the Cassidy Police Chief Edgar Mitchell Brown, and his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter, and City Hall stands vigilant to assist in any way we can. Oh, so it's not. It's not like killing just women. Oh, okay, he's killing everybody. See issue 842. Soothsayer strikes again. Okay. Well, Edgar's a brother. Come on, Edgar, you fucking up. Progress in the making. Cool. The Soothsayer has claimed a fourth victim, an unidentified woman estimated to have been 18 years old. Her charred remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy, the overlook of Constance Hill. The cause of death is yet to be determined. The Soothsayer victims do not seem to share any obvious similarity in terms of gender, age, occupation, or social class, and the killing methods, locations, and disposal of the bodies are all different. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, cause the old boy, she was stabbed. Deborah was stabbed, and then the Jane Doe, she was burned alive. That's crazy. They don't have like any kind of pure MO at all. There's nothing that links them. It's just somebody. Oof. That's rough. When you can't you can't detect a pattern. And you can't go off of that to build like a, what do they call it, like a profile, like the FBI pro. I can't remember that particularly term for it, but it's called something profile. It's like a psychological profile. You can't make a profile because it's just like, oh, they just randomly do stuff. It's like they just throw a dartboard at somebody. All right, I'm gonna kill somebody today. That's crazy. Let's see. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months, which would indicate that Soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. That's the only thing. They're probably local because that's usually the thing. Like serial killers, they usually kill close to home. Because it's easier to get back. They know the city. They know where's what's going to be where, who's going to be out, how the nightlife is, and they can take shortcuts to get back to their home, and it's easier to get in, get out. That's just anyone who has any knowledge about like true crime. This is how it is. In related news, the Cass City Chief of Police has recently announced that the investigation of these killings will be taken over by the newly created Soothsayer Task Force, the old STF. Edgar Mitchell Brown said the following during a press conference on April 26. As of May the 1st, so-called oh my god, try saying that 5 times fast, huh? Soothsayer slayings will be investigated by a dedicated task force of 8 senior detectives handpicked from various divisions at the Cass City Police Department. Rest assured that this elite group has every resource at their disposal. When asked whether or not the FBI will be involved, Mitchell Brown replied, "There's no federal jurisdiction in this case. I have no further comment." Damn. We'll take it. The Gazette has frequently criticized the Cass City Police Department for their errors in the past, but credit where credit's due. This is a step in the right direction. Oh, what is this? Tensions over returning to an amusement park. Long-term amusement parks are going to expect to turn when a father of one of the fatal victims attempted to storm the stage. So now I gotta figure out. I wonder what happened. Let's see. Anything about the third victim?
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim. Microfilms containing images. It's one of those advanced microfilm. One more thing.
Yes?
What do you know about Jane Doe, the 4th Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific...
What do you know about the murder?
Yeah, let's get some information.
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's...
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right. That's a decent drive, so... What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Because that would implicate you, Soothsayer.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing...
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
God damn. That's crazy. Won't you like get more books? Get like 4 or 5 copies of each book, or 10
Yeah,
copies of each book?
What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right.
Oh, okay. So she was continuing the family legacy.
Deborah's
That's what's
birth
up.
mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully.
So she was like half Native American. Oh, you know she was bad. She had that long black hair and the tan skin. Ooh.
Perhaps in some part, due to her
Soothsayer.
roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion.
Yeah, her last book was about a Native American.
She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks.
Very well.
If I need a book, I should...
Let's go see if we can get that book. What was it? Unbound? Unavailable. Fuck. Stephen Collins. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out who the second one would be, or the date. Oh yeah, 'cause I guess we gotta go back and get all the dates so we can get information on everybody. Issue 842. Maybe how? Wait, this is 845. So is this weekly? Okay, so maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe I'm making this too deep. I don't care. It's a murder mystery, y'all. This is. I'm gonna be locked in on this shit. So it's every Wednesday. So 840. So go back what? 3 weeks. So 22nd, 15th, 8th. So 4898. I need to replay it because I did replay it a long time ago, and unfortunately, what was the 8th? Yeah.
Yes, this should be the right date. Okay, let's have a look.
And I like that it prompts you for your own, it just didn't give me the clues. I was like, how do I look? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, 842, 845, go back 3 weeks, got the date. So. Gotta stay hydrated. It's my Stark Tech cup with Repulsar liquefying aqua purification technology. It's powered by an arc reactor. This thing cost $58 million. That's how rich I am. But because of that, I only had $58 million, so now I'm actually broke. So, spend all the money on this high tech water purification Park technology. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am not drunk. Okay, Deacon. Alright. Deborah Sinclair book set for Hollywood adaptation. Ooh, okay. Dang. That's crazy. She was about to get paid, bruh. I know she hot. I'd be mad as fuck. This motherfucker killed me, and I was about to get this. I was about to get that J.K. Rowling money. Fuck this motherfucker. Soothsayer, hating ass. I'd be mad as shit. But God, you gotta send me back down there. Cassidy's own author Deborah Sinclair is making waves with the best-selling novel Thorns of the Wild. Wild Thornberries? It's slated for a movie adaptation. Sinclair made the following statement: "It's about time. Hollywood hasn't been quick to recognize the cinematic potential of my work, and I sincerely hope this marks the beginning of a great collaboration. And to my fans out there, rest assured that I will retain full creative control. I won't let anyone ruin my babies." That's what's up. Oh, what we got here? See phone, please. Uh-oh. Identify phone hackers, so-called freakers. Use a freaky ass nigga. The old freaks, boy, they some freaks. That's crazy. That's hilarious. Someone who hacks phone is called a freaker. Them damn freaks. And prank called the chief of police last night, shouting obscenity and sexual innuendos. According to a statement by the chief, their motive appears to be retaliation for the police raid on a Cyber Shack internet cafe last month. Okay. Wade Industries opens new factory amid controversy. Wade Industries' new factory complex in the city has opened, promising thousands of jobs. However, the company's anti-union stance has sparked criticism. With the backroom deals, quieting the unions are rife, leading to a divided public opinion. While many welcome economic boosts, other questions long-term implications for workers' rights and integrity of the deal-making process. Understandable. Alright, we're sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out. Oh wow, he stages a suicide. Oh, this is the deacon. The first name wasn't Deacon. He was an actual deacon. Ooh. We're sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out by the so-called Soothsayer, who appears to be Cassidy's first serial killer. Okay, Benedict Townsend. The victim's name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. Our sources said that his death occurred on April the 3rd, and that Townsend was likely murdered and staged suicide by hanging. Townsend served as a deacon at the King of Kings Catholic Church, an old congregation dating back to the early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, had the following to say: "My heart aches for being soul and everything he had left to give to the world. But I take some comfort in the fact that he's with the Lord now. For the persons who did this to my friend, know that there will be a reckoning. Murder is a sin most vile, and God sees all." Not wrong there. King of King remains open as a crime occurred in the adjacent rectory building. However, the rectory will remain under lock and key until properly consecrated. It's the video revolving the Lone Star. Lone Star, once popular Washington Amusement Park. I'm reading on this because I figured it'd have some, it kept world building, and maybe some stuff in here, like an actual lead to the case. It seems a lot of shit's happening in fucking Cassidy right now. A lot of shit. The freaks are out. Motherfuckers are trying to revive a amusement park that had some tragic deaths. People, serial killers on the loose. Wade Industries is sparking protests and shit. It's fucking crazy in Cassidy. Shit's popping. Let me revive and modernize. The affiliate was closed in 1994 after a series of accidents and ensuing lawsuits. But following a change of ownership, there are now tentative plans to resurrect the facility. City Hall has been aggressively investing in the entertainment sector as part of a wider strategy to promote Cassidy as a cultural hub, and this initiative will seem to align with that. That shit don't matter if you have a motherfucking serial killer running around, killing like deacons and well-known authors. One that had a movie deal that just got a movie deal pinned. Yeah, nah, ain't nobody coming there for what? So you can be dead. And it ain't like it's he only kills middle-aged women, and I'm a 41-year-old black dude. I'm good. No, Soothsayer's killing everybody. It's up for everybody in this town. Why would I go there? And then this theme park has its own tragedy too. It was closed down because it caused deaths in 1984. No, no, nope. All right. So Mayor Adams had the following to say. Comment. While we honor the park's past, including its tragedy, we've seen an opportunity to create a safe, modern attraction that respects our history. Sea Dogs declared an open town hall meeting. Yeah, that's I don't know about that. All right. Frangilia, a play born in the heart of our city, has captured nation's attention. After a series of sold-out shows and rave reviews, the production is now set to tour nationally. That's what's up. Went by playwright Cassandra Becken, set against the backdrop of Cassie's rich history. The play's blend of drama, humor, and poignant storytelling has struck a chord with audiences. Its success is a testament to the city's thriving art scene. The national tour begins in early May and is poised to bring a piece of Cassidy's cultural spirit to theaters across the country, showcasing talent and creativity flourishing in our community. Well, that's what's up. Soothsayer linked to 3 murders. Serial killer on the loose, yes. 3 killings in 2 months connected by a foreboding signature. Deacon Benedict Townsend, age 51, was found dead early on April 4th in the rectory of the King of Kings Catholic Church. The cause of death was determined to be hanging, but suicide has been ruled out by the KPD. An anonymous police source had the following to say: somebody else was involved. Positioning the body and other logistics don't add up if he was alone. This scenario is eerily similar to that of Eric Holloway. Postman led his demise on that ominous... Man, Postman, man, was just trying to... Shout out to Eric Holloway, bro. He man's got hoes for no reason. The Postman who met his demise on that ominous full moon night last month. So, the full moon in March was what we'll be doing. What we'll go to next. You can see the full moon icons on the calendar, so that's easy. See, I like this. It's stuff that, it isn't just like, oh, he was killed on so and so. Oh, full moon night. Oh, okay. Let's go to the thing and pick the full moon night. That was when he was killed, but later revised to be a homicide. Now the Gazette brings you the exclusive scoop. Both of these killings, as well as the brutal stabbing of Nurse Rose Taylor back in February, are linked by an object left at the scene: a shattered obsidian mirror, colloquially referred to as a scrying mirror. These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future or communicate with the spirit world. Wait, is this the mirror of forlorn hope from Yu Hakusho? That's what we need. We need the spirit detectives on the case. We need great Yusuke Urameshi, Kuwabara, Kazuma Kuwabara, Hiei, and my man Karama. That's what we need. We need the spirit detectives on the case. That's what we need. They'll find that motherfucker and then shoot him in the fucking face with a spirit gun. It's up. These mirrors have been used as ancient times to see the world, the spirit world. The Soothsayer responsible for these murders have a religious motive? Maybe. Our source continues, it's a signature. This killer is no hack. He hasn't left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him, so the mirror has to be deliberate. Yep. Townsend was a well-liked figure in the community, known for his charity work and a long-time member of the church. Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown gave the following comment: "We are not classifying these homicides as serial offenses at this time, but trust that we have our findings on the case. Trust. We urge our readers to demand that Mitchell Brown recognizes that the citizens of Cassidy have been cursed with our first serial killer in recorded history." Alright, cool. Yep. Benedict Townsend, okay. Scrying mirrors. King of Kings, yep.
Okay, I'll make sure to look into that church later.
Alright. So, March 327. And the motherfucker didn't even have a week.
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've got the full moon and the new moon confused.
Oh. So full moon is that. Oh, okay. I didn't know that because I'm not really into like astrology like that.
Yes, this should be the right date.
So,
let's see here.
I'm sorry, astronomy. So this is the our boy Eric Holloway. Celebrity chef Marco Durant recently unveiled Fusion on Fifth, a new restaurant blending Asian and Western cuisines, promising an exciting and new modern culinary experience. The restaurant is planning a grand opening on April the 20th, but you may struggle to find a table. Durant has announced that they are booked and full until June. Damn. Now the motherfuckers are getting killed on the streets. Oh, there we go. Police raid Cyber Shack. Cass City Police Department has conducted a raid on the popular Cyber Shack internet cafe in connection with the traffic light hacking incident that occurred last month. The operation, part of an ongoing investigation into the sophisticated cyber attack that caused citywide traffic chaos, led to the seizure of several computers and electronic devices. Authorities have not released details on specific suspects, but confirmed that the raid was a significant step in the case. Well, and you see what happened. Them freaks came out. Freaks came out. This dude looks milk toast as fuck. He looks like Prime Benjamin Button. Initially reported as a suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March the 12th has been officially reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since his public death occurred, multiple reliable witnesses have come forward claiming that the victim was pushed off the roof of the building at 4 Verdant Street. However, there are no detailed descriptions of the perpetrator, likely due to the limited illumination of the roof area at night. The roof area. Holloway led a quiet and simple life, working as a mailman for the city, and is said to have been well liked by his peers. Man, he was just a simple worker, man. He just got pushed off a roof. Why was he on the roof of a house during full moon? It's beyond me, but maybe we'll get some more context, and I'm sure we'll. Said to have been well liked by his peers. However, there are unverified reports of mental health problems related to the death of his fiancée last year. Oh, damn. Well, at least he's with his girl now, or his fiancée. Police sources told us that there are links to the brutal motel stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day, but we're reluctant to share further details on an ongoing investigation. Symphony of the Streets. Protest. So I'm gonna let you guys read this bit. Okay. Grimfall and the full moon. Dr. Helen Baxter's force surveillance fraud investigation. Damn, everything is happening in 1998 for Cassie. This is the craziest year ever. This is a fucking bingo board year for Cassie. Serial killer, and add that on my bingo board. University vice chancellor resigned amongst fraud. Suspected of fraud, financial fraud. Then add that on my fucking bingo board. And it's crazy. Everything is happening. Accused of misappropriating university funds, Baxter faces criminal charges, raising serious concerns about KCU's governance and lack of oversight. Rare bird. Crimson winged Fitch. Damn. A species thought to be extinct in the fucking US just showed up. Bruh, Cassidy is the center of everything. Alright, on Thursday, March the 12th at roughly 8 p.m., a 32-year-old man leapt from the roof of a 4-story apartment at Verda Street, instantly killed himself on the pavement below, marking a grisly spectacle for neighbors and bystanders alike. Oh, it was at 8 p.m. Oh, okay, so yeah, he wasn't like at 2 a.m. or some shit. No, he got pushed off the roof at 8. Friends were claiming the victim had struggled with the death of his girlfriend, but no suicide note has been recovered. Events like this reiterate that mental health and grief counseling should be a national concern, with more resources available for vulnerable people in crisis. That's true. As someone who's dealt with some mental health issues, like actual, not just, oh, I'm sad because things aren't happening for me the way I want them to, but like actual, serious depression, seek help. Yeah, just seek help. That's all I'm gonna say on that. That's just a hotline, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Erica Wade. Heiress of the Wade family has recently appointed a new CEO. Charles Charles Wade, take this time. Wait. I think that's the Wade of I think that's yeah. Pretty sure Charles and Erica are the characters in the first one. Charles was a friend of the grandfather, um, Joseph Rain. He's a friend of Joseph, who's Kathy's grandfather. And then Erica was the daughter that you had to like convince her to let you talk to Charles because he bought some artwork from one of the victims, uh, to get some more insight into what was going on with the whole plants and shit. Okay. Yeah, if he came in and fired everybody. Okay. Oh, okay, motherfucker gonna talk shit about the new CEO, but he wished to remain anonymous. You a bitch. Ooh. I mean, yeah, yeah. If it's someone that's just like kind of out of nowhere, then yeah, that usually happens. And if there's a bunch of shakeups, then there's going to be some uncertainty, and stocks usually drop. 18 points is a big swing though. Whew. What was that shit? Um, Erica Holloway.
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes.
Yep.
Coming up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Rosie. It was called.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
After 80 years, Cassidy Wells Patterson Bacon has closed. Damn, 80 years. Damn, 80 years. A bakery that's been open for 80 years done closed. New K9 unit. Maria Gonzalez. Oh, the traffic system that was referenced in the previous thing that led to the freaks. These are the freaks. Oh, Frank DeVelli, the long-standing leader of Cassidy Industrial Workers Union, was ousted following allegations of ties to organized crime. That's your boy who disappeared, Jimmy Hoffa. He had, they said he had ties to the mafia because the union pension is such like a vast pool of like money because it's you pay and you're part of a union. Like I've never been part of a union, but I know how it works. You pay into it, union dues and stuff like that, and then what that turns lead to is better insurance, other stuff like more employee rights, and then a lot more money like when you retire, because it's a big ass pension fund. Of course, a big ass fund that doesn't have too much oversight, that can just be pulled from and put into, is ripe for mafia because they can use it to launder money. So people who were head of like unions and stuff back in the day were very, very sorry, my foot hurts. Were very, very very, very probably, liable to be linked to the linked to sorry, I lost my train of thought. They're linked to the mafia, so. Oh, Frank DeVella, yep. She's leaving the vomit. Yeah, get that motherfucker out of here. Get that nigga out of here. Reconstruction. Okay. Alright. Alright. Classical. I'll let you guys read that. Mayor Adams always got some shit to say. Like, bro, do your fucking job. Ain't you got some meetings and shit? Some laws to review? Every little thing this motherfucker has, like, something to say. Oh yeah, some Girl Scout cookies have been selling like hotcakes. Mayor Adams chimed in with me. Shut up. We don't need your fucking commentary on every single thing. Emails. Jacques Durand. Okay. If you guys hear scratching, that's one of my boys, one of our cats. Probably serving. He's scratching because he hates like closed doors, and so he's trying to get in. AKA the wife is asleep right now, and she's not in the game room where she uses that when she streams and records, so he can't be in there. So he's bored. That's why he's doing that. All right. Brutal stabbing occurred at the Azure Sky Hotel on February the 5th, and our sources now say that there's an occult angle to the killing with some sort of artifact left on the scene. The husband of the victim was briefly detained but released a day later. Law enforcement claimed that he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the chest. Motel murder mortifies management. Motel mortifies management. Double Sinclair, damn book signing, big success. But I have a feeling this is going to be important later on. Deborah Sinclair's book signing, big success. Deborah Sinclair saw a master try at a recent book signing event. Files lined up for hours to get a few brief moments of the popular author. Damn, that's crazy. She was about to get the big check. Cause I mean, old girl's rich, but you saw what the movies did to old J.K. Rowling's coffers, boosted them shit. That net worth skyrocketed. Sinclair's recent novel, Midnight Me, has captured the hearts of readers nationwide. In the event held at Cassie's legendary bookstore, Pages and Tales not only highlighted Sinclair's rising popularity, but underscored the city's growing literary scene. Damn. Dreams Express is off to a resounding start, with tickets completely sold out for the next few months. Oh, it's a bus service. Branch out to Henderson, former actress turned entrepreneur. Did you guys read that? Yeah, just pause it if you want to really want to read it. I'm pretty good at like data retention, so I usually just skim over stuff like this. I'm reading like the pertinent information about the murders and stuff like that to you guys. But like this stuff, you can read it your own. Because if I read everything, this shit would be bloated. It'd be like an 8-hour. Each part would be 8 hours. I'm reading everything, and I don't want to do that. All right. February the 7th, Rose Amanda Taylor, age 47, was found dead by Robert Tippett, the owner of the Azure Sky Motel. Taylor had been stabbed to death by an unknown perpetrator. Blood everywhere, like a goddamn butcher room, Tippett says, wide-eyed, continues to emphasize that this city is going to hell. You go ahead and print that. Okay. Neighbors report hearing a commotion from the room, but that was apparently a regular occurrence, so no one went to investigate it. Taylor is survived by her husband and 2 children who have declined the request to be interviewed. The husband was briefly detained, but is no longer considered. So why was she at the motel? She's married with 2 kids. Why is she at a motel? Apparently a commotion? What is that? Please.
All right, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
I'm definitely gonna do that.
I think I'll look into that church next, the King of Kings. There was no mention of an address for it in the newspapers.
I thought it was. Oh, I should be able to go in the. I should be able to go into the what you call 'em, right? You got anything to add?
One more thing.
Yes?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
What good are you for, bro?
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church.
Are you
This
familiar
motherfucker
with
useless.
the Azure Sky Motel?
I'm afraid not.
Bro,
Thanks.
Very well.
you fucking trash, bro. You don't know shit about nothing. You ain't even read nothing. Can you even read? Damn. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so upset. His face is annoys the shit out of me. It's Eric, Deborah, Jane. Who's the other ones? Oh, yeah. King of Kings and then the motel.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here.
Of course it is.
Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit may. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas. No dice. Hardly a shocker, she was a celebrity. That won't work. Jane Doe
Oh,
is
yeah.
not.
I'm so stupid.
Nope, nothing.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers.
I have his address already.
Oh, we're just doing it to get the.
Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose. I guess that makes sense, seeing as
But
how
why
this
would
phone book was
Rose-
issued a.
But why would Rose be? Okay, Kathy. I think we're done.
I wish, but if I don't shape.
I'm trying to think. Oh. We gotta go through everything. Okay.
Cassidy's first and only.
Okay.
Deborah Sinclair, celebrity author and one of the most famous Cassidy residents. She was recently stabbed to death by the Soothsayer. I think I'm done with that victim for. Jane Doe was the
I'm just
fourth
gonna go
victim
through it
of
to
the
make sure.
Soothsayer. She was burned alive. I think I'm done with that victim for today. I should focus on my other leads for now. Deacon Benedict Townsend was the third victim of the Soothsayer. He was found hanged under suspicious circumstances. I think I'm done with that victim. Broken obsidian mirrors, so-called scrying mirrors, are the calling cards of the Soothsayer, and the main link between the murders. The King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent rectory was where the third Soothsayer victim, Deacon Townsend, was killed. I think I'm done with that victim. Eric Holloway was the second Soothsayer victim. He was a postal worker in his 30s who was killed by being thrown off a roof. I think I'm done with that victim for today. Rose Taylor, a nurse, was the first Soothsayer victim. She was stabbed to death in the Azure Sky Motel. I should try and get in touch with that husband. I should close my notebook first.
Surely.
Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose.
But what?
No need to do that.
Let's see if we can call. Yeah, let's call the actress call too.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel. your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Bro, you sound like scumbag.
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
I'm saying.
So I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
I don't need the fucking attitude, Tippet.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator and a renowned one at that.
Yeah, put some
Ever
respect
hear
to
of
my
the
fucking
Whitmore
name,
affair?
motherfucker.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, motherfucker, that was me.
Well, that was me. Now,
Big rain.
here's a friendly
When it
piece
rains,
of
it
advice.
pours.
Choose the
Can
path
you
of
stand
least
the rain?
resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
Orson Taylor?
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
Orson Taylor is the surviving husband of Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim. Police have excluded him as a suspect.
I haven't known. So is he not?
Orson Taylor is... Rose Taylor. I should try and get in touch with...
Oh, I'm so stupid. Phone book. I'm over here trying to call him. I'm so dumb.
All
I don't know
right,
why
found the
I'm
husband's number.
I have no idea why I kept thinking she was gonna randomly call him. Right now, I gotta get the number from the fucking phone book.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Uh-oh. I think that's our girl. I'm pretty sure that's our girl. We got a lot of places to go tomorrow. So that's Jane, Deborah, Eric, Deacon. Yeah.
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
She's still pretty with those pretty eyes.
Nah, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated.
You should always get hydrated.
Hey, Art, what's a synonym for disappointing?
Your outfit?
Now that's just mean.
You got roasted.
Sorry, Summers, couldn't resist. Let me think. Disheartening, dismaying, dissatisfactory?
I think I'm looking for a stronger statement.
Then I'd go with depressing, distressing, or maybe demoralizing.
Demoralizing. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Art.
Anytime, kiddo.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
Wow, she looks completely different. I mean, the art style is different, but damn.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Really, Kathy, you can do your girl like
Ouch.
that?
Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, cool. You see it right there? The old Windows 98, Windows 2000 screensavers with the lines and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that little attention to detail right there.
Let's hear it then.
Damn, how you gonna treat your girl like that? Look, Kathy, look at this. Come on now. She got the red hair and the green eyes. What is you doing?
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... Oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
in case for those of you who are young, the song she's talking about is called "Come On, Eileen."
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
Damn.
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
What do you know about...
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
What are you writing about? She must do
you're
like
a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
It depends on the denomination, but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Yeah, it's they have generally the same. They're like, it's all like a position of leadership. If there's like a board of trustees, like advisors and stuff, along with the reverend pastor, however it is, a deacon is on that level of like a board of trustees, advisors, and stuff like that. They make major decisions regarding the church and stuff like that, and direction it needs to go. But like she said, with the denomination, it differs as far as like the spiritual aspect of it. The administrative aspects are kind of the same, but there's like the spiritual, how, you know, like during the service, their responsibilities during the service differs. So, this little
Interesting, thanks. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today.
so someone might be.
My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd tuck your ear off about it.
Who is this friend Meadow?
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem.
You know, it's Meadow and she's into a cult. Yeah, she's 100% weird.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not going to come out and say that that's like Bloods and Crips, but it's like Bloods and Crips.
Do you know anything about
back
Eric
in the day,
Holloway,
anyways.
one of the Soothsayer
Bloody
victims?
Mary and all that shit.
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar.
I don't want to ask her. I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Look, we gotta be a better friend to our girl.
Art Hopkins, just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
He looks like somebody. He looks like Benjamin Bratt.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
The Cassidy Ripper is kind of like that is kind of lazy. Because someone's killed multiple people. Let's call it insert location Ripper. Mirror Murderer. That's just trash.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
I sure fucking did. Come on,
blame
about
the
that
girl for trying.
information.
You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I
God
got a
damn,
juicy new lead
200.
too.
That's life changing right there. In '98 too. Oh yeah, shit. That is
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
that is a bag. That is bags. 200K. That's up.
Nice try.
I mean, even
not
today's
gonna
standards,
slip up.
200K is good money. Like if I was suddenly find myself with 200K, like bills are paid off. Bills are paid off. Investments. Money being leftover money being invested. Oh, that's life changer. That is a life changer.
Word of advice: go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
Motherfucker, I solved the damn occult case of the revival of an old god like 3 years ago in college. Just well, ain't doing nothing. I'll go solve intergalactic space murder mystery. Get the fuck out of here, fucking Benjamin Bratt, before I call fucking Mordo, take your fucking legs again, bitch.
A new lead, huh?
No.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
No point. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Are you
That was easy
familiar
to
with
be
the
a little
King
ass
of
about.
Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the.
What do you know about the...
Stop wasting my time.
I don't need to ask. All right, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
Hey, E, one more.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Like how she's wearing the same clothes.
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
That new hairstyle is doing wonders for her. Look, I'm not trying to simp, but old girl is a cutie patootie.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
I don't want to ask her about... Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
I don't want to ask her... Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
I know who the
Hey,
fuck
do you mind... Hey, E,
Sure, go ahead.
want to have a water cool...
I have a lot of work to.
Jeez, you're no fun. This is a nice place you've...
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
I don't want to ask her. I don't want to ask her. I don't want to ask her. I don't want to ask... I should probably look at that before I ask. I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh?
We don't.
That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't...
Word space is acting up again. What was that stupid shortcut to reset the layouts?
Control-Shift-L.
Can I pick your brain?
You're lucky I'm in a patient.
This isn't a...
Nobody asked for you.
I like your thorny little friends there.
The cactuses? Yeah, I can't seem to kill them.
That's cacti, Art.
Oh, fuck off.
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Ain't too bad. That ain't too bad.
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Okay, Art. You got a few points in my book.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
Oh yeah, she just being a bitch now. She's trying to get this mother.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for health yourself, Rain. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
He ain't
I
wrong.
see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long. I should probably look at that. Jeez. Do you get any work done in between those vacations, Art?
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien concept to a small-time PI like you.
Sure thing, buddy. Keep spinning that yarn. How do you like working here?
Why? You...
God, no. I could never work at a place like this. I have authority problems.
Don't we all? These days, management doesn't dare try to bother me. They know I'm the only reason this place is still afloat, so they let me write whatever the hell I want.
Oh damn, you got it like that? Let's see.
I should probably... Alright, that's...
Okay.
I remember that. Something about a corrupt church.
I adore this new office. Finally out of that gloomy dungeon, eh, Art?
You could say that again. I bitched to McAvoy about that moldy cave for a decade, but it wasn't until you rookies piled on that he got his thumb out of his ass.
I don't blame him, Art. You complain a lot.
Oh, forgive me for having standards, Summers. You should be thanking me for saving you from lung cancer. How's that
Cassidy's
little
first and only...
keeping pal of yours?
Oh, you mean Agatha, my virtual pet?
Yes, that silly electronic Japanese thing.
She kinda died. I forgot her at home when I went to church.
My deepest condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny. It was a research project. You know I have to stay up to date on pop culture.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, Summers. What the hell do you think?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh.
Fine, yeet. I gotta get Art on Eileen's bad side. Hey, E.
Yeah?
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you.
Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to him first. I was
Can I
wondering
pick your
try to
brain
how
for
to
just a...
You're lucky.
how to pull this thing up.
That's quite the story you've got.
Oh, yes. One of my proudest accomplishments.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
So how are we gonna get? So she mentioned something about the pet, right? So maybe we can use that to get her.
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Oh, God. I wouldn't make...
That's why I'm the best. I do what it takes to get the scoop.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Ah, that's simple. Here I thought you were a militant atheist like me.
Don't project your own issues with religion on me, Rain. My goal was to bring those corrupt assholes to justice.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah.
Damn.
12 people charged, 9 convicted, and
Ooh.
about 100 years of prison time sentenced in.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
That's a shame.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
It must have.
Half a year under.
That's dedication.
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter
This is
shrinking
how
with
we
every
get-
psalm, hymn, and other.
Ahem.
Yeah.
What made you
This is how we
decide to
piss off
investigate the
because
church?
Eileen is
I
very
had a
religious.
family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories.
Okay.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
What was the fallout? Some people. Damn.
Oh, sure.
That's a shame.
You don't know what.
How do you think Eileen is?
I don't gossip about co-workers.
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay, then.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now. Hey, E.
Yeah?
Man, I'm itching to know what Art.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
So fucking manipulative.
Oh, well,
Pretty please.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite
Don't
alike.
compare me with that motherfucker.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Huh. I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Our girl. We gotta be a better friend to her for real. Oh, that must be Orson.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Oh, it's a girl.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Oh, so they were drugged. That explains there was no signs of a break-in or anything like that.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Who?
Lionel, who is that?
My well, a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
If I'm Eileen and she comes off and she gets that 200K, I'm like, you want to cut me about 25 of that?
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, You know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around?
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
Is that old boy?
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh?
Yeah,
Let's meet and
that's
catch up. I have something I want to run by
so
you.
there's a cop that kind of liked her in the first one. He was just a deputy. He was just like, he was just a deputy. Now this motherfucker's a detective? Okay.
Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay,
Damn,
bye.
working in narcotics? Okay, Josh. All right, Josh.
I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Downtown. This motherfucking pimp named Slickback looking ass, Purple Rain looking ass, Joker looking ass.
I better hope I don't get desperate enough for one of these predators. It's closed. Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Are we really smoking cocaine?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Come on, Kathy. You gotta be better than this, babe.
Oh, what's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
Do you know Pyre?
Oh, yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Damn, bro. Looks like you ain't got the pool you thought you had.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Coke, nose candy.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, because it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Damn.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Ooh.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
It's a commodity. I'm well aware that information is a commodity. This motherfucker, bro.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
Because if he finds out who's slinging, he can get in contact with them, possibly buy some off of him, increase his wares.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Verdue? That rings a bell. Some French family,
yeah,
right?
The mine owners.
Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Don't call me hot stuff. I don't know why I pressed that. All right. Look at the notebook.
I don't have anything to say about that. Pyre is a mysterious and novel drug that all of the known Soothsayer victims were under the influence of when they died. Orson Taylor is the surviving husband.
See if I can get. I mean, I doubt it because she's rich.
No hit. Unsurprising with her. That doesn't make any sense. No need to do that.
All right. So that might be it, right?
I wish, but if I don't shape...
Shit, what I gotta do?
If anyone, Lionel should have some information.
I already did that.
If anyone... I wish...
What? We just got done talking to Lionel.
I don't have anything... Orson Taylor is the... Pyre is a mysterious and... If anyone...
Alright, let's go back. Pretty sure we talked to him, unless we had asked him a few more follow-up questions. What information could we get? Think about gas though, like gas and motorcycles, that shit lasts a long time because they're very gas efficient.
One more thing.
Yeah?
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
Damn.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
Damn, bro.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then. Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Yeah, we know he's
Nah,
familiar with that.
haven't heard of the place.
You lying ass.
I don't need to ask him about. So, what do you know about Hanover?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style. So that poetry club, do you know where it is?
South side, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
This place is pretty well fortified, huh?
Girl, you lost? This ain't exactly Beverly Hills.
You know if this guy's one of those ruthless loan sharks?
Nah, he ain't so bad. Better not push him too far, though. He knows some bad people.
Some people. Such as you?
No comment.
You're not smoking nasty old Rockports from that machine, are you?
Very funny. You know the Love Lion's got impeccable taste in tobacco.
The Love Lion?
Only the best imports.
Oh, okay, I see.
How does the owner of this place feel about you?
Oh, he's more than fine with it. We've got one of those mutually beneficial arrangements.
Fast cash. This sign mocks me.
Short on dough, huh? That ain't a problem. You just gotta loosen up your moral compass is all.
Would if I could, but I think that thing's way too loose already.
I sincerely doubt that, girl. You play tough, but you ain't fooling anybody. Deep down, you a softie.
Oh, quiet you. You sell a lot of gold to the owner of this?
On occasion. Sometimes my clientele prefer to pay with wares of questionable origin.
Let's see.
That's it. Later.
Until next time.
I better look up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, found an address.
Yeah.
They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days.
Oh, okay. We got plenty to do in the
I'm beat.
nighttime.
You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then. So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
Oh, yeah, this is when she split off.
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What the fuck? Yo, Lucas.
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit?
There's a hook behind your head, duck.
I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
think he might be the next victim?
Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
All right. Good spot to call it for the first part. Great so far. Loving it. Dialogue is, good as the first one. Intriguing plot line. Got lots of places to visit, lots of places, people to talk to. Got to talk to Orson. Got to visit all the crime scenes of each. Then we got to talk to Orson. And well, no, we can't talk to Hannah until Friday, so we got to wait a few days. So probably day 5. Got to talk to Meadow. Yeah, we got to talk to like 2 or 3 people. Again, then we got to talk. We got to visit all the crime scenes. So yeah, we got a lot to do. So yeah, if you like this, hit me with that like button. Just click that like button for me. Not too hard. Subscribe to the channel if you like this, and I'll definitely be doing more point and click stuff. Like I want to do Midnight Tales. I know it's an older series, but I still want to do Midnight Tales. But yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the post notification bell so you can keep up with the upcoming parts, upcoming videos, stuff. I got a lot of stuff planned, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.